Now with Christmas fast approaching, dog behaviouralist Nanci Creedon joined us with some advice for adopting a dog and, of course, caring for our furry friends over the festive season. Nanci, great to have you. It's an exciting time for all of us, and it's an exciting time for our pets as well, but lots of hazards there for Christmas.
So many hazards. I feel like I'm always like the negative element, but I'm like, there's risk. Christmas, dogs, there's risk.
Nanci, you're positive because you're keeping our dogs safe.
Keeping everyone safe.
Yes, which is very, very important.
Nobody wants to go to the vets at Christmas,
No.
Especially the vets.
Yeah.
They don't want to go in there either.
No.
Safety first.
Safety first.
So we're looking at hazards for dogs at Christmas. Now, some of these might seem obvious, but if you're a new pet owner and if it's your first Christmas with a dog at home, you mightn't think about these things.
Yeah.
So we're looking at our Christmas fairy lights.
Okay, they look lovely and everything. Lovely lights and everything.
Massive
yeah.
electric shock risk. You do not want your dog getting electric shock at Christmas.
No.
Puppies and adult dogs will chew at things. So your Christmas tree really should be like balled halfway up until your dog can no longer reach. So the Christmas lights, so dangerous if they chew on them.
Yeah.
All the decorations, again, look like great toys.
Yeah.
We all know that when the decorations fall off the tree, they make great noise and they scatter along the floor. Ideal for dogs to run and chase.
Yeah.
But if your dog bites that, again, major damage, especially if they swallowed any of it as well.
Yeah.
You'd be straight to the vets and you'd need serious surgery. So please, bald Christmas trees anywhere that your dog can reach.
But it's a good reminder as well. Now's the time to do it as well because the trees, most of them are probably up or going up, so just a little bit higher off the ground to keep all the pets safe.
Or what you could even do is like a barrier.
Okay.
Like barricade your tree and keep it safe.
Yeah, that's a good one. Now, come here, what about antifreeze? I read this before, Nanci, and I said, what? A dog licking up antifreeze?
And cats, I can't say that I've tasted it, but it tastes sweet to dogs. So because it tastes good, usually if there's something like bleach or fairy liquid, the dog will have a sniff and they won't want to eat it. The antifreeze, if it spills or if there's any lying around, they'll lap that up. Highly toxic for dogs. So please, antifreeze locked away up high where dogs can't get into the cupboard.
That's the antifreeze, as you said, that we put into cars. Okay, so be very, very careful with that one. Now, chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah, good or bad?
I'm forever going on about chocolate, but you know what? A friend of mine who's actually a dog behaviourist, her dog managed to eat an entire chocolate cake yesterday and had to go to the vets. So even though you might think that you're being sensible and your stuff is put away, you need to make sure either the cupboards are locked or it's out of reach of dogs.
What happens? Do they get physically sick or...?
They can die. Okay. They can die. So the darker the chocolate, the more fatal, the more they consume compared to body weight. So it's something that, straight to the vets if they do consume chocolate, and they'll usually have to like induce vomiting and stuff to get the chocolate back out. So get it away.
Cooked or raw food?
Cooked bones are fatal. So cooked bones, I'm so like a pessimist.
No, you're not. No, this is very, very positive. People need to know this, Nanci.
Yeah, so the cooked bones become quite brittle and they'll splinter inside in the dog's intestines. So again, can rupture intestines. Again, major surgery provided they get to the vet in time. So no.
So stay away.
And then all your sugary, the fruits inside in these fruit cakes and Christmas cakes are too high sugar content for dogs. Again, makes them very, very sick. So just basically keep your dog safe for Christmas.
Yeah. Now, lots of people talking about getting dogs for Christmas. Now, we have a motto as well, don't we? Adopt, don't shop.
Yeah, 100,000,000%. Yeah. And then a dog is for life, not for Christmas. But a dog shouldn't be considered a toy or a gift.
No.
It's not a gift. It's adding, I was going to say adding a human, but almost adding a human to your family.
Yeah.
So it's not something that's an impulsive decision. It's not something that should be rushed into. And most responsible organisations will not give out dogs coming up to Christmas. So if you're managed to buy a puppy at Christmas, highly probable you're getting them from the wrong place.
Okay, and we don't want that. Can we see Ella?
Oh
my God, Ella is beautiful.
I'm far too much in love with Ella. She reminds me very much of the first husky that I had. Ella spent 7 years of her life locked away, breeding puppies, sending out these puppies that go out as Christmas gifts. Lovely, gorgeous puppies, but Ella suffered her whole life. She's 7. She's never been a family pet. She's never had a loving home, and now she needs one. She's sensitive. She needs time, but with love and with one-to-one care, she is going to be literally the best pet you'll ever have. She's going to be the one that clings to you like a soulmate and just becomes part of who you are. She needs a special home.
Yes, and I'd imagine she'd need a home that will have her out and about all the time, because I imagine she's very, very active.
And for having spent all her life locked up, she needs that joy of going to forests, going to beaches, like a lot of huskies that have a lot of energy.
You don't have to go to this extreme, but it gives us a good idea of what a husky will expect from the family.
What they can do, the potential that they have. They're lovely, loyal family animals. They love to be around other dogs, love to be around people, do need a considerable amount of exercise, most of them. So she needs that home with someone who will just nurture her, give her everything she needs and just pamper her for the rest of her days. She needs that.
Speaking of pampering, all the pets, they all need prezzies, don't they? Where do we start? For the pets first, and maybe then we might move on to the pet owners.
Yes. So what? At Christmas you can make stuff. So we're not saying go out and spend a load of money on your dog. We are saying don't go out and spend a load of money on buying a dog. But for Christmas gifts at home, now this is me doing my arts and crafts, which is awful. I'm not from Blue Peter. But what I like to do is just get a shoebox.
Oh, look at that. See, I like this. See, I like this now. I like this.
Kids can do this. It's great fun.
This is recycling at its best, Nancy.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I have been on the hunt for toilet rolls for the last couple of days. But what you'll do then is you'll pop your treats in there, and your dog then can take their time finding the treats. They can destroy this. It hasn't cost you a penny. And you can pop the toilet rolls back in and do it all again. Great fun for kids. Great fun for dogs. Using their nose.
I like
keeps
that.
them quiet.
I like that.
And yes, it does help with the recycling.
And it looks fantastic as well under the tree. What about these canine...
So these are our gifts. So these are all Irish products. These are the canine connectables that have just gone worldwide. This is an Irish company, but they're selling all over the world. They're so popular. And what you basically do, it's like a collection. You can keep adding to them. So they connect together.
So that's the connectable part of it?
Yeah, that's where it comes from. So you can make them in all different shapes, all different patterns, and then it keeps it exciting for your dog. You can pop treats into it as well, pop bits of peanut butter in as well if you want.
Work it out then.
Work it out. And that gets them thinking. And look, you can make all different shapes, whatever you want. Fun for kids as well. And they're really durable and pop them in the dishwasher.
And an Irish company, we like that. What about this harness?
Do you know what I love about this harness? So this is from the Baumut.com. This was designed by an Irish dog trainer, Eamon Dempsey. And what's brilliant about this is it stops dogs pulling. Now, if you're going to buy your loved one something for their dog, if they've got a dog that pulls, walks are difficult. So if you can get them this harness, what happens is you attach the lead to the front. If the dog pulls, this part tightens so it doesn't slip anywhere, and it'll turn your dog around.
But it catches right there in the chest, Nancy. It's not around the neck.
Not around the neck. It doesn't kind of get in the way of their shoulders, doesn't slide under their legs. And because you're redirecting the dog back towards you, they learn that pulling doesn't work. So you're giving your loved one the gift of enjoyable dog walks with this harness. So this is the best no pulling harness that I've ever found.
Nancy, you mentioned earlier on there that dogs and cats, they're like part of the family. And you know, like we'd often paint a beautiful portrait of Nana or Auntie Mary or whoever. We can do the same thing for our pets.
Now, I'm going to say I did not paint these, but these are absolutely incredible.
Look at them.
Catherine Gunter from petportraits.ie hand-painted these. And I'm like, when you have a loved one that has everything that they want, all the gifts in the world, getting them something like this is just priceless. And it's just... like, if someone got me this, I would be bawling, crying. I really would. And the detail that's inside in these is just amazing. So there's pet portrait artists all across Ireland. And it's a really unique gift. It's a gift that's going to stay forever. And I definitely want one.
Do you know, Bruce would be perfect for this, wouldn't he?
Oh, Brucey would be amazing.
Wouldn't Brucey be absolutely perfect for a portrait?
Dog. And what's lovely about this is even the black dog comes out really, really well. Sometimes black dogs
Look at Brucey there.
He's just unreal.
Do you think Brucey sits still for around 7 hours?
No, but you know what's so upsetting about Brucey is the reason Bruce is looking for a home is he was bred to be a sheepdog and he just wasn't good enough. So he wasn't wanted, and that happens a lot too. They get discarded if they're not good enough at herding sheep. But I mean, he's got many other qualities.
And come here, all the dogs we were showing today, Nancy, they're all looking for forever homes, aren't they?
All looking for forever homes. Bruce is from Claus in Kenmare, and look how beautiful he is. He's only a young dog. He's going to be a fun dog, a high energy dog. He's going to be a human dog. He's going to be one of those dogs that you can just literally talk to, and he's going to be a great addition to anyone's family. So definitely looking at Bruce getting a home for Christmas.
Loads of puppies out there as well, Nancy, looking for lovely homes as well. And again, just for people out there coming up to Christmas, what should they think about before they bring a puppy into the home?
Okay, my big thing is if your loved one or your child really wants a dog for Christmas, you believe they're ready to be responsible pet owners, you get them this. You get them the fake dog, maybe a lead, maybe a harness, and you tell them that if they do all the research into how to care for the dog properly, this will become a real dog come spring, when the rescue centres will be even more flooded with young dogs than they are now.
When the family has spoken about it, trashed it out, pros and cons and everything, who's going to do what and everything, so the plan is in place before the dog comes into the house.
You do not get one for Christmas, please. We're too busy at Christmas. People selling puppies at Christmas are not the right places to buy puppies from. Rescue centres don't hand them out at Christmas either. You can go as a family in spring and you'll have just a wealth of puppies to choose from. They all get dumped again.
There's cuteness overload coming into the studio here. I'm not too sure if any of us are ready for this. Who are these two lovely puppies?
This is Bullseye. Bullseye is only just nearly 6 weeks old. And Shivers. So Shivers and Bullseye are from the CSPCA. Unfortunately, Bullseye and his two little siblings and his mum were dumped on the side of a busy road at 2 days old. Just
stop that,
discarded.
Nanci.
Could have been hit by a car or anything. So these are the
thankfully
kind
they
of
weren't.
babies. No, and no, they weren't. And this is why we go to rescue centres, because you're saving a life when you go to a rescue centre. And you can then go around and say, I did the right thing.
Yeah.
I didn't add more money
And you know
into
what?
puppy farms.
Isn't that a fantastic present for Christmas, to say that I've done the right thing?
Yeah.
When it comes to something like that.
Yeah, that we're adopting, we're helping a dog that needs a home. And there's just too many dogs in Ireland right now looking for
Well,
homes.
there are too many people behind the cameras here who want to get a selfie taken with these lovely puppies here. Nanci, thank you very much.
worries.
Always great to have you on the show. Of course, we're going to put all the details about all these beautiful puppies who are looking for a forever home up on our Facebook page.